Hello, good morning. So, today I'm going to talk about nutrition and health. You know, those two they are linked together. The way you eat and your health they are related, okay? Like a popular saying that you are what you eat. You are made up of what you eat daily. Whatever you eat makes up your total being. So that is why I want to talk on nutrition and health. I have some things that I've written down and I'm just going to discuss them one after the other, okay? Now to start with, what is nutrition? According to medical science, it is the study of the nutrients in food, okay? All the nutrients that are in food and how the body uses those nutrients. Not only knowing the okay, this food has all these nutrients, carbohydrate, protein, but how your body uses those nutrients are equally important. And the relationship between your diet, your health, and any disease that can come along. So that's nutrition. Another people have to say that it's is the science that interprets the interaction of nutrients and other substances in food in relation to maintenance, growth, reproduction, health, and disease of an organism. So it's encompassing. Nutrition is encompassing. It's take along food intake, okay, your absorption and assimilation into your body, and biosynthesis, catabolism, and even excretion. So you see, nutrition is encompassing not only about what you eat, but how your body is able to absorb, assimilate them, and use them also, and how you are able to also pass out those toxic compounds, okay, that may be there. Now, what does it mean to be in a state of health? When you are in a state of health, it means that there is a level of functional and metabolic efficiency. Okay, when we say somebody is in health, the person has a functional and metabolic efficiency. Now, if I relate it to a student, it's when a student is healthy, for example, he or she has good physical and mental condition that is able to help him or her to succeed. Okay, now that we have understood those two terms, you can see that what we eat, okay, the interaction of nutrients, okay, in our food will influence our physical and mental well-being. And like I said, we all need, as students, as adults, as children, okay, everyone needs to be in the best state, either physically or what, mentally. So how now does nutrition affect your health? Nutrition not only affects your body's ability to maintain itself, okay, your body must be able to maintain itself. It also helps you to manage any risk, okay, any risk that may develop along the line. Okay, scientific studies have shown over time that choosing healthy foods can reduce the risk of diseases, okay, of diet related disease such as maybe cancer, heart disease, obesity, and the like, and a host of others. But when there is poor eating habits include whether you are under or over, okay, eating. Some people say, oh, I eat a lot. Malnutrition, poor nutrition, poor diet, okay, is not only under, overeating, not having enough of healthy foods we need each day, or consuming too much of foods that are high in sugar, high in fat, high in salt. They all affect our health. When you eat food that are low in fiber, low in protein, you see, your health, you will not have the ability to maintain yourself and also to manage the risk of having a disease. So poor nutrition can impair our daily health and well-being and reduce even our ability to do what? To lead an enjoyable and social life, an active life. Okay? In the short term, poor nutrition can contribute to stress. Poor nutrition can contribute to stress. Know that it can contribute to tiredness and reduce our capacity to work and over time. And that's why you see, if you are always stressed up, you are always tired easily, you have to work on your diet, because you need the right diet to keep you active over time. All right. And also, when we have good nutrition, it will prevent the risk of certain illnesses and health problems such as high blood pressure, high cholesterol, heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, osteoporosis, and even some cancer, and even some kinds of depression. When we have good nutrition, all this host of degenerative and disease that people don't want to hear about, we are simply, helping ourselves out of them. In 2010, Rose carried out a study, a research on nutrition and its effects on academic performance, now relating to students at North Michigan. Studies have shown that poor nutrition has a direct effect on students' performance, and behavior in school. If you want to help your children to perform well in school, you have to take care of their nutrition, And nutrition has a direct effect on neurotransmitters, which are important in sending messages from the body to the brain, So nutrition has a way of affecting those neurotransmitters, that helps in sending message to the brain. Specific dietary components were shown. So specific dietary components were shown to have negative effect on the system. So you can see that studies have shown that dietary foundation affects the brain, and it also affects the functioning of the brain and the performance of children. And you see, especially we mothers, we are the one that determines the nutritional health of children, and we have to work on that, especially for their performance in school. Chemical messengers within the brain called neurotransmitters have been studied in conjunction with nutrition. So nutrition has a lot to do in health and performance of students. Other people, Ketch and other people, showed further possibility that nutrition has a role with affecting our cognitive functioning. Example, iron has also been shown to play an important role in brain function as well. And there has been a connection between low iron levels in children with attention span. When, for example, when children with iron deficiency anemia, they have short attention span. That is, they are not able to retain and focus on a particular subject, on a particular class, for a long time. Zinc was another nutrient that has a role with cognitive development, specifically with memory. So you can see that nutrition has a way of influencing children's performance in school. Like iron, zinc, they all have a way of influencing cognitive development. In 2006, Erickson pointed out 5 key components based on research required to keep the brain functioning correctly. The substances all found in food are very important for brain development and function, and these include protein. Number 1, protein found in foods such as meat, fish, milk, and cheese and the likes. They are used to make most of the body tissues. They are used, these proteins, and they include neurotransmitters, like I've explained, and they are known as chemical messengers. They help to carry information from the brain cells to other brain cells, and that's why a lack of protein, also known as protein energy malnutrition, can lead to poor performance in school. When children have protein energy malnutrition, there's no way they will not have low performance. Carbohydrates also, which is commonly found in maybe root crops, grains, fruits, and vegetables, they are broken down into glucose, sugar, which helps the brain to get the energy. So those people that are always saying you don't need carbohydrate, they are liars. You need it, because your body breaks it into simple glucose, sugar needed by your brain to function well. So fluctuating levels of carbohydrate may cause dizziness and mental confusion. So if you don't have glucose that your brain will use, you can be dizzy, you can have mental confusion, both of which can affect cognitive performance. Eating a carbohydrate heavy meal can cause one to feel more calm and relaxed because of a brain chemical called serotonin and its effect on mood. Now I go to fat. Fat makes up more than 60% of the brain. Can you see? And it acts as a messenger in partial control of aspects such as mood. So 60% of the brain is made up of fat. So you can see that fat in our diet is important. Omega-3 fatty acids are very important to the optimum performance of our brain. And the lack of this fat can lead to depression. And it can also even lead to poor low memory. And that's why you see some people say, oh, I forgot. Your fat, omega-3 fatty acids. Okay? So when you lack this fat, it can lead to depression, poor memory, low IQ, and low learning, capability. Important food to consume to ensure an omega-3 fatty acid diet are fish and nuts. You have to include fish and nuts such as cashew nut, almond, into your diet. Okay? Now the next is vitamins and minerals. They are important for the functioning of the brain, and most importantly are vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and B complex vitamins. Okay, manganese and magnesium are two minerals that are essential for brain functioning. Sodium, potassium, and calcium play a role in message transmission and even in your thinking process. They play a role. All these minerals, they play a role in how well you are able to come up with ideas and think. Also, Erickson, like I said, stated that nutrition is important in key neurotransmitters such as dopamine and serotonin. Okay, and that is why vitamins and minerals, consumption of fruits and vegetables are very important on a daily basis. Now the last thing I'm going to talk about is your exercise and sleep. All these two components, and also with your diet, exercise, sleep, they have the potential, okay, to alter your brain and physical health, your mental health. They can alter their function. And that is why when you want to enhance your cognitive development, your cognitive ability, your mental ability, you have to work on those three: your diet, your lifestyle, and also how you sleep. Now, the steps to good nutrition. The general step to good nutrition is that, number one, you have a good variety of healthy foods from the 5 food groups that I've mentioned. Okay, from the carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins, minerals. You have a good variety of food from them, and then you aim for fruits and vegetables every day, and then occasionally you eat sugary, fatty, and salty food at very rare moments, and then only in small amounts. Then you drink fresh, clean tap water instead of sugary drinks. Instead of sugary drinks, you take fresh and clean water. Then you switch to healthy recipes that look and taste good. There are healthy recipes that taste good. Some people feel when a food is healthy, it doesn't taste nice. It's not correct. It's not right. Then you plan your meals ahead. Plan and make sure you have those things at home. And then you shop for healthy ingredients. When you go to shop, make sure you check well what you buy, the ingredient list on each cans of food that you are buying, and make sure that you find pleasure in cooking and eating healthy food with your friends and with your family. Sometimes you really need that boost with your friends and your family. So you can see in a nutshell that nutrition and health, they work hand in hand. Poor nutrition will affect your health negatively, okay, and we put you at a risk of having a lot of disease, a lot of mental issue and disability. So today you work on your diet, you work on your feeding habits, you ensure that foods that you take in, they are foods that are very, beneficial to your physical and mental well-being. So that's what I have to say to you today. Thank you very much for listening, and make sure you like, you share, and also you take a step to ensuring healthy feeding. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.